are some services that are already, available out there. Do we know how much the city is spending on this area now?
On the area now,
Yes.
you've got two areas that you're going to basically look at. One, your tax-based area is going to be primarily your to support emergency services, your parks and general operation of the city. Water and sewer is a fee-based service. It's separate. You're not paying taxes for that portion of it. Currently, with the fire department, about 10% of the calls are in that defined area.
Yeah.
Our budget for the fire department's about $640,000 a year. We do have a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week professional fire department. I think they have a couple of volunteers from time to time that work with them, but it's staffed around the clock. And so if you looked at just 10% of that, their budget there, then that's $64,000. And that doesn't include any of the emergency police calls that we may have out in that area to assist. Now, granted, most of that is currently is a county area, but when they call on an emergency and want somebody to respond, and the dispatch and they tell you that their unit is 20 minutes away, but they need somebody now, then we respond there and take care of the scene until they arrive.
We don't have a number for that.
I don't have that number yet. They are still pulling some of that information. It's in a different database that's not as easy to pull out by a GPS coordinate. Also with the ambulance service. Now the ambulance service is you're going to pay a fee when it comes out there. But to have an ambulance housed here in Gladewater to respond, we have a contract that we pay $90,000 a year. We're not happy that we have to pay that, but it's either that or we're not going to have one here. We pay $90,000 a year just to have that ambulance sit here in Gladewater to respond instead of it coming out of Longview, instead of it coming out of Tyler. They do a good job when they respond to something that's out of town. They get a call, they're going to go wherever they need to. Now, say they go out in this area and are going to transport on to Tyler. When they leave and go out there, then their the Champions dispatch system, they will start shuffling somebody either from Big Sandy over here or from White Oak here, and then bringing somebody from Longview to fill those slots. I tell you, going back and forth where I work in Longview, I can see them all the time where I've seen somebody on the run, and then I'm headed that way and I'll see an ambulance coming this way and I know it's there to cover. But so just in that portion of it, and I do not have the numbers yet on the emergency services that, in that area, but that's what it costs us now just to house one.
The reason I asked that, I own some property out there.
Yes.
I didn't own it back when we were having all the fires a couple of years ago, but I know Gladewater was out there fighting the fire.
Yes.
So I know that the city does go out there. That's the only reason.
Well, and that 10% call, we're not talking about that portion. That was a very unusual portion. Everybody chipped in, did what they could. You know, we had the command center set up at the out at the airport where everybody was coming in and fill trucks there. I know Starville helped some with their water supply system too, filling water, just so that they could go out there. I went down and just answered non-emergency phones at the fire department myself a couple of days. My wife did a couple of days. We had a lot of volunteers around town. Everybody chipped in, and that's what you do when you have something like that.
Okay. Does anybody else have